Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Dennis House.
And I'm Gayle King. There are many questions being asked tonight about a weekend fire at a Hampden apartment building that's home to many college students.
For instance, why did some of the Southern Connecticut State University students refuse to leave the building when the flames first broke out? And why weren't there any fire extinguishers in the building? Our Shoreline Bureau Chief Barbara Pinto has the answers.
No, I just thought it was another fire alarm.
But last night it was the real thing. A candle touched off a raging fire in a college student's first-floor room in the Nixon Apartments. And even though the fire alarm was blaring, students who lived there didn't budge. They thought it was a joke.
And the girl knocked on the door saying, "Get out, my apartment's on fire." And we just bolted for the door.
If she hadn't knocked?
Oh, we would have stayed here. We would have stayed here probably until I felt the heat or the smoke coming up.
The fire did burn through the floor of Rob Klein's apartment moments after he left. Students here say they're so used to their schoolmates pulling false alarms that they ignore them, or even worse.
It's sad because people literally hide under the beds and they try to get away from going outside because it's bitter cold outside, and they know it's just some prankster pulling the alarm. So you kind of don't blame them, but then times like this it gets a little scary. So we're lucky though.
They said downstairs if there was an extinguisher, they probably could have put it out before anything even happened.
We looked through the Nixon Apartments and found standpipes in every hallway, smoke detectors in apartments, and an alarm system, but no fire extinguishers. The fire department says the business that runs the building, Wright Property Management Company, has done nothing wrong.
Fire extinguishers in the common areas like the hallways are not required in those kinds of occupancies. But our track record shows that in places where you have lots of college students, the fire extinguishers, which are strictly optional in the common areas, oftentimes disappear.
For now, maintenance crews are busy boarding up the building and relocating students to other apartments. Students who say living through this has taught them something they won't forget.
People here should take the fire drills more seriously.
Barbara Pinto, Channel 3 Eyewitness News, Hampden.